After we discussed the people section in detail, let's now focus on the companies. Users are the heart of the user.com app, but they obviously work at companies, and you, for example, may need to group users by companies they are connected to. The companies section has been created to make it as easy as possible for you. It's also a great place to store different information pieces related directly to companies and not to users, like for example tax identifier, a company's bank account number, or a size of a company. All those details can be stored in the companies section as attributes of companies. You can create profiles of companies your users work at or are connected to. In one place, you can store all important details about a given business entity, like their name, location, contact details, lists of employees, and many more. Thanks to it, you have all information pieces, interactions, and connections of a particular business partner or a prospecting partner at hand. You can have a quick overview of employees related to a given company from here, or, as one user can be assigned to more than one company, from the People section, have a look at all companies a given user is related to. But how exactly is it organized in user.com? In general, companies in many ways are similar to the People section. I'm going to the Companies section, and then we have a default table view with all companies I have in the app appearing here. Similarly to the People section, in the table we see different attributes of companies, and of course it's possible to adjust the column's visibility and order after going to Select Columns menu. On the right-hand side there is a filtering section where you can apply rules and filter out only those companies you are interested in. If you want to update, merge, export, or remove a given company, you can do that from the Companies section by going to Manage. Or you can do that also directly from their profile, like for example, I'm entering AT&T webpage. And after clicking on the hamburger menu here, I can make updates or delete that company. It's as well possible to edit companies' attributes by clicking on this little pencil over here. You may have already noticed that the company's webpage is structured in a similar way to a user's profile. So we have segments, tags, and deals on the left-hand side, standard attributes, the description, as well as custom attributes on the right-hand side, and company timeline in the middle. The company timeline covers all the details performed by users connected to that particular company. From here, you can as well add notes or schedule activities related to that company. An important difference when compared to People section is that for each company there is an additional field, Employees, and you can create a connection between that company and any of your users here. It gives you a quick and handy overview of all employees of a given company. How to add companies to your user.com app? There are a few ways of doing that. You can of course do that manually by clicking Add a Company button in the Companies section and specifying all necessary details here. You can as well import a batch of companies at once by going to Importers and selecting Import Companies. For that you will need the CSV file ready with all details about companies you want to import to the app, but we'll discuss the CSV import of companies along with how to assign users to companies by CSV import later on. You can as well create a company through REST API. A very useful functionality is an auto-assignment of users to companies. To set it up, go to Settings, App Settings, Companies, and then Auto-assign users to companies. Enable the functionality, and from now on, whenever there is a user with a new email address domain, a new company profile will be created, and that user and all subsequent users with the same email domain will be automatically assigned to this company. For example, let's add a user Victoria Smith from Adobe. I have no users from Adobe yet in my app, and I have not created an Adobe profile so far. So after adding the user, we see that the Adobe company profile has been created and Victoria is already assigned as an employee. Important note, auto-assign work for email addresses that are not generic, so it won't work for generic ones, like for example gmail.com or yahoo.com. So we've just covered the top details about the companies section. Thanks for listening.